Good morning, how are you today? Hope you've been well. Before we begin, this right here woke up and chose violence. So we're not going to talk about him, we're going to let it go, and we're not going to give him any attention. For today's video, I wanted to do a quick no makeup, like a speedy no makeup routine. It's only speedy because my regular makeup takes me up to an hour to do, and this usually doesn't. I've done this makeup in 20 minutes and been out the door. For two reasons. One, I said I was going to do it in my last video. And two, most of my viewers are from the United States. Let me move that. Most of my viewers are from the United States, and I know that it's almost summer there. So this is the makeup that I usually wear in the summer, but I also wear it when I don't really want to wear makeup, but you know, war has broken out on my face. Okay, so let's get started. I've already done my skincare routine and my primer, which my skincare routine has been lacking. I haven't had eye cream in a while. Please don't tell me that you can tell. Oh, what a nightmare. Alright, so for this look, I don't actually use a foundation, a liquid or a mousse foundation. I go in with a concealer and a compact powder because it takes less time, it's less product, it still works just fine. But I haven't been able to do this look most of my life because I needed more product that was matte or oil resistant. Whereas now, because of my skincare, I've made a whole video about this, I'll put it in the cards. I've been able to apply makeup differently and have less matte products and have my face still stay matte. So my concealer is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. It's a putty, and I usually apply this down my T-zone. When I do this makeup, I apply it under the eyes mostly. Still not as much as we used to apply it back in 2010, but enough for it to spread evenly and do the job. So I do use a beauty blender. Again, it's my favorite tool of application because it applies light, it spreads evenly, and I like it. And yeah, I apply concealer to the top part of my eyelid because I have veinage, which I always hope you can't see it, but it's kind of important in this video for you to see it. So yeah, I have veins everywhere. Eat your spinach, kids. For the most part, it is just under the eyes. Because I have a little extra redness on my cheeks today, I've applied a little bit on my cheeks. I'll spread that out evenly. And that's the stuff that I'm applying to my nose now, any residue from that. And because of our little hitchhiker friend over here, a little bit on the chin. Now, my goal here isn't to cover everything, it's to lessen a bit of the redness. So with any residue product, I make sure to try and apply in that area, knowing very well that I'm not here to blank canvas my face. Spot concealing is always a decent option, so you don't have to like overdo it on concealers. Color correcting is also another option, but I don't really care. So after that step, I go in with my compact powder, which is by Clinique. It's really old, so the Clinique has rubbed off of it, but it's called something. My mom uses the same one, so I'll write that all down below, but it's by Clinique, and oh no, I've cracked it. Looks like this. It's like double makeup something something. So I'll go in with this and my brush that I usually use to apply powder, and I apply the powder. I think that this powder has always been a little bit dark for me. Now that I've tanned, which again, like I've said it in other videos, you can't tell, but I can. Now that I've tanned a little bit, it does fit. This is the, I think, number 2. Unfortunately, Clinique doesn't have a huge range of color, so my exact color they don't have. This is the lightest neutral color. Anything else is like a pink base, which is a cool tone base, or a yellow base, which is a warm tone base. Both of those do not suit my skin, and this is the lightest neutral, so we're doing what we can with this one. But because I've tanned over the summer, it's fine. But yeah, just a heads up, they don't have the best color range, unless things have changed in the last year. I do apply this on my top lid as well, again to hide some of the veins. Because this is a powder and it's the only thing we're using on our face, I don't really worry about how much of it I'm applying. Hi, Editing Earl here. It appears I'm missing an entire clip from this footage. I don't know where it went. It was just recorded as a DAT file, which is just coding. I don't know what happened. Basically, I apply bronzer. I tell you, you don't have to apply too much. You don't have to even apply it. You can choose between bronzer and blush. I'm gonna choose both for the sake of the video. But then I apply like a light layer of bronzer. When I say light, I don't take it up to the top of the cheekbone. I try and focus a little bit of it in the dips of it, and with residue product, just the top of my head, underneath my chin, and I think in the next clip you see me do my nose because I almost forget that part. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Do I need a camera upgrade? Probably. But until then, editing L. So, yeah. Toodles. So yeah, just buffing out that product, making everything look even, moving on. Not moving on. I forgot. A little fluffy brush to do a very, very light dusting of a nose contour. Only because I'm used to it now. If you feel like you want to do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. It's not that big of a deal. Because it's a natural as possible look, I don't focus too much on it. And with any residue product I have on that, I still go under the lip. These are little things that I've just enjoyed doing with my makeup, and it's not like I don't go without them, it's just that they don't really take any time to do. It's just rough blending. So, next step with blush. It's really hot in here. Should I blow out that candle? Yeah. Okay, so for blush, I'm using my NARS Dolce Vita blush brush from Mecca Max. It just says Mecca. From Mecca. And in circly motions from the apple of the cheek up into the cheekbone. So if you can tell, I don't know if you can, my monitor's small. It's a very small difference, so it's not necessary. And what you can also do is bring the bronzer up into the cheek or negate the use of bronzer altogether and just use blush to add that color. I'm showing both so you can just see that. Then with my Benefit Gimme Brow wand, volumizing gel, I go in and I brush through my eyebrows. Once again, if you haven't seen any of my videos, I don't really do too much to my eyebrows. What I'm about to do now, I pretty much do when I do a full face of makeup because I have eyebrows. I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way The Natural Nudes palette. Big surprise. This part is optional. Before, when I said that I have veins in my eyes, I do. This is something that bothers me and I don't know how to fix it. Other than iron, zinc, magnesium, and something else. Vitamin D, probably. But I'm deficient in all of those things, so until I figure out how to not be, I have veins everywhere. What I do is I take Nude here with my fluffy brush from Zoeva, and without any real control, apply to the lid and blend it very much like a smoky eye, but because the color is so close to my skin color, it's only a little bit darker. I don't really care too much about shape. What I do is just blend it across the entire top lid, bring it out a little bit because this brush does that. It's as big as this part of my eye, so I can bring it out. Make sure to have it as even as possible. The only role that this does is hide the veins in my eyes. So if you don't have veinage, or I don't know, a lot of people can get away with not wearing eyeshadow. A lot of people look like they already wear eyeshadow naturally. If you do this step though, and you're in a rush, make sure you do have enough time to blend it, because we still want to go out looking like we've put effort. You know, we don't want to go out looking sloppy. So still give yourself the time to blend it. With a pencil brush, I take that same color Nude, dust off that brush enough, I guess, and add that under the lower lash line. This is a subtle detail that usually goes unnoticed, but because I'm somebody who does like to smoke out that lower lash, I prefer it this way. It's the same color, it's not anything dramatic or anything, and you can stop here. Or you can take another pencil brush and the color Swan, just to open that eye a bit. It's just like one of those subtle things. All of this makeup is subtle. It's a no makeup shit. But I will say, your level of no makeup changes based on how much you wear normally. So what I've done now might be too much for some people who might just go in with a little concealer under the eyes and a BB cream. That's probably the most no makeup you're gonna get. But if you're somebody like me who does wear makeup and it takes them a while, you still want to have that because you feel comfortable in it, but you know, you're on a time crunch or it's hot or you can't be bothered to do a full face or whatever. Oh no. There is a truck outside. I'm so... Leave! Okay, the truck's mostly gone. Another one. Today I'm just going to go in with a mascara, which is still the Bobbi Brown Smokey Eye mascara, the sample size of that I have that I got with a purchase. I'm thinking I might put a little bit of liner because my lashes are pretty long. Ow. Now I have two things in my eye. Yeah, my lashes are pretty long and it kind of looks like I have spider legs coming out of my eyes. We'll see. We'll see how it looks in a second. You know what? I'm not going to use liner. But do you see what I mean? Like, I feel like my eyes are very closed together because my cheekbones are the highest point of my face. There's still something in my eye, but that's it. I'm still going to use my Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury, just because this has become an essential step to hold my makeup all day. When I do a look like this, I don't usually go in with a lipstick or a lip gloss, so I'm going to use my Frank Body Lip Balm, which is almost finished, but I have it here because A, it's lip balm, it helps with dry lips, and B, this one's kind of shiny. Every other lip balm that I have isn't glossy like this one is, so they don't really do anything other than hydrate my lips, whereas this one, it adds a bit of a gloss. In regards to that step that I always do where my setting spray dries and I go in with powder, I still do that, but I go in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I don't want to go on top of the blush and bronzer and product with more compact product because that's not what it's made for. It's not made to be a setting powder, it's made to be foundation. Or foundation powder. So, I'm still going to use the same brush because I don't care. But with my Translucent Loose Setting Powder, I do go over the top, make sure everything's matte and ready to go. And again, it's a light dusting, and you can take a loose powder with you. I don't even think it has to be loose. There are powders, which I'm going to try them. I think Charlotte Tilbury have one. It's a translucent powder, but it's a compact. So you can take it with you and it doesn't like get everywhere like mine do. This is it. It's nothing extraordinary, but you look put together at the end of the day. If you're somebody who wears makeup, if you're somebody who doesn't wear makeup, you don't have to. But also, if you're somebody who doesn't wear makeup, wants to learn how to play with makeup, but also is so used to not wearing makeup that every makeup look is intimidating. No makeup is a beautiful way to start because you still look like you, just a little spruced up, you know, a little bit. And it's nice. I still have something in my eye. I hope that I was able to teach you something valuable and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to put my Instagram and my Pinterest tag in my video again because that worked last time. So I'm going to keep doing that. But I will let you go enjoy the rest of your day now. If you did like this video, please leave it a like. And if you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. I hope you have a beautiful day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.